All right, everybody, we're live again. How's everybody doing? Uh, we were supposed to have Anthony Ruggiano on tonight, but he had to cancel. He's busy. He's doing things. I will have someone on next week. I promise. We'll have a nice show, and because I'm going to show off the rest of the studio, put some chairs in here. But I'm sure you're happy with me tonight. I hope. I hope anyway. But we're going to talk about a few things tonight. But before we do that, we already got a ton of people up here. All right, let's say hi to some people, and then we'll go to the opening. All right, Big G. Hi, brother. All is going on. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. All right, Mr. Bobby, Theodore, Richard. What's up, Richard? God bless you, Bo. Dean Parsons is here. Oh, Dean's been on vacation. Let me see. What's this say? Where's Dean been? Oh, look at this. Hi, Bobby. Hope you're doing well these days. I've been on reprise holiday. Nice. Nice. Thank you for being here, my brother. Okay. All right. Michael Hill. Good evening, brother. All right. Capo do capo. Julian, what's up, brother? Hi, Tim. Tim Egan's here. Hey, Scott. Oh, Anne Marie. Thank you for being here, honey. It's Primavera. Buongiorno. John O'Master, my brother's here. Good evening, Barbie and Chad. All right. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, we already got a $10. Look at that. Dale White, my brother. Thank you, Dale. You're starting the night off for us. Thank you, brother. God bless. All right. Andrew Stevens. All right. Let me go to the opening because I love that opening. I really do. And my friend made it, but I had to do a little to it. And then we have a sponsor. You're going to see a great commercial that you see. All right, we're back. Well, you know what I wanted to talk about this week? It was important to me. Since I was a kid, I was around wise guys and I watched them and I studied them and I seen how they do business. And a lot of the stuff I learned, I took into my business life. I started a construction company, and the main thing in life you have to do is learn how to read people. People shock us all the time. We never know what anybody's going to do at any given time, especially if there's drugs involved. We all know that, and I'm not talking about that. But when you enter into business relationships with people, you have to be confident. And if you don't know something about the subject, you sit back and you wait and don't speak out of turn. A lot of guys, I dealt with bankers, construction guys, all different types of people. Professional people, when I had my construction companies and development companies, and a lot of them were well-educated people, and some of us aren't, and I wasn't. I got a street education, but sometimes that common sense that we're taught and that we paid attention to on the street carries on into that business world, and people just don't realize that how far common sense can actually get you. Again, and I've said this before, the best thing we could do is observe. Especially when you're in a new company. Pay attention to everybody, their actions, what comes out of their mouth. That kept me alive on the street too. And it'll also keep you fresh in business. Okay? Because you have to know everybody you're dealing with, what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. That's probably the biggest thing that I learned. That's probably the biggest thing. What are the strengths and weaknesses, of these people that are on the street and in this business world. You might say, Bobby, why is that important? There's a lot of shrewd people in the business world. You know, they want to eat you up. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. You know, so you're going to make sure that you're not a guppy and you're a shark when you're in there. And I think the best advice I could give everybody, learn as much as you can about whatever you're entering into and whatever you're into right now, you know, before you start butting heads with somebody more educated than you. But if you let wisdom lead your way, and that's what I did on the street, you don't have to have knowledge of everything. But if you have wisdom, if you could be able to apply that common sense, then you could be successful. These are things that I learned on the street, dealing with people on the street. The worst and most shrewdest people you're ever going to see in your life are on the street. They're on the street. They're bad people. And you got to know how to deal with them. When I ran my crew, you know, I had killers around me, earners around me, who didn't like who wanted to fight with who. The best thing, I had to be like a referee between all these people. You got to be able to deal with multiple personalities and with people. That's something that you have to learn to do. How do you do that? See somebody that has been in the business world or in the life and pay attention to everything that they do. I used to watch and say, why did they treat this guy a certain way and this guy another way? You know, why is this guy more respected than this guy? All right. You have to watch everything and be aware of everything that's going on at all times. That's what you have to do. So when I took everything I learned from the wise guys and I applied it to my business, and I'll say it this way, I was able to bullshit my way through everything, through these bankers and doctors and lawyers and everybody that I dealt with. I was able and learned enough to bullshit my way through. And that's important. And that's something that you learn on the street. That's something, when you take that education and you go into the business world with that, I'll tell you, it was very successful. My problem in the business world is I did what a lot of other developers did, is I just bit off more than I could chew. When the market crashed, paying 4 mortgages, that was including my condo back in Boston, had a beautiful townhouse, lost everything. I couldn't pay for the houses in the vineyard. I just bit off more than I could chew. It was just a really fast and big market down there. And I just, you know, I guess maybe, I don't know if I got greedy or excited, because every time I bought a piece of property and developed it, my men worked. You know, I was always looking out for them. And that's another thing about being a good leader, is to look out for the people that are underneath you. Remember, when you own a company and you're in business and you have employees, they're depending on you every week for their paycheck, to pay their rent, to feed their children, to pay lights, to pay the phone, to pay the car bill. You have big responsibilities. You know, when I was a boss on the street, it was 24/7. It was 7 days a week, 24 hours. You never knew what was going to happen. You know, and it's the same way in the business world. You have to be persistent. You know, I teach this on the other show, persistence is everything. Add that with some common sense, get some drive, man, and I'll tell you, you could do anything that you want to do, even in this economy, you know. But I just wanted to tell you that I feel being successful in anything that I tried to do, I believe, was what I learned on the street, was my street schooling. So I'll tell you, there's a lot you could do. You know, there's so many of these guys that were bosses on the street that could have been Fortune 500 guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. Unfortunately for me, when I got out of prison, I didn't have the drive anymore. I just wanted to teach, you know, and I didn't have the drive anymore to start the development companies, get the tools, I had the tools, thank God, in the truck and everything. And I did work construction down there, supervisor. And, you know, it was nice, but I didn't have the drive in me to go and do it on my own again. I just didn't feel it anymore, you know. But I'm 61 years old now. So I was in my 50s when I got out. I was tired. You know, I was happy just to have a job at that point. Yeah, you know, but I'll tell you, if you're a young guy today, You know, I can give you a lot of tips. If you know how to get in touch with me, go to BobbyLuisi.com to the page and contact page, and I can talk with you. I may not be the man that I used to be, but maybe with some wisdom, I could help some people. You know, that's what I want to do. Another thing, let me know, because on this TV, again, the connection doesn't look that great. So let me know how the connection is. But I'm going to go back up. I'm going to start answering some questions, and then I'll show you the new commercial in about a half hour. All right, let's see where we left off. Hi, Richie. Richie, I tell you, I love this father. Hi, Bobby. Love and respect, Paisan. Thank you, brother. Okay, hit the like button. There we go. Okay, look at this. Graham, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. The night's starting off good. Anthony, one, aside from Raymond Sr., who would you say was the most in the history of the Petriarca family? That's a hard question because no one can rank with him. Nobody. You know, Frankie Salami, he wasn't respected in that way. They called him a pseudo boss. You know, nobody wanted him there. And the guys that I respected in the neighborhood, you know, Larry Bione and Jerry went away too in the 80s. And it would have to be Joe Russo, Vinny Ferrara. Those were the two guys that I would have definitely respected on the street, Anthony. They're white. Amen on the street smarts. Well, let me tell you, it carries over. It really does. Antonio, hit the like button. Thank you, Antonio. Jake, Bobby, how are you? I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing good. Dean Parsons, here we go. Hi, Bobby. Do you have building skills? Bricklaying, carpentry, or anything like that? I was a builder. I could build anything. I had a non-restricted state license. I could build apartment, but not skyscrapers, and you know. But I did have a license that I could build tunnels and supervise those skyscrapers. I really like residential work, but I could build anything because I could read blueprints. You know, I could read them, break them down, do the stock list, would do anything. You know, when it comes to construction. All right. This is so true, Bobby. Wisdom is its own reward. Absolutely 100%. Absolutely 100%. You don't have to be the smartest guy in the world. You don't have to be. You don't have to have all this knowledge. Learn what you get into. Okay? Common sense is going to pull you through. And I attribute, of course, common sense to wisdom. You know, in the Bible, all through the Bible, it talks about the white hair. You know why? Because the wisdom went to the older men. Because they've been through life. And they've learned. Some the hard way, some the easy way. But they've learned. Wisdom comes with time. Also, wisdom it's definitely a gift. It really is a gift. I was 24 years old. I pulled a permit. I was doing a $1 million job. A little over $1 million in East Boston on Addison Street. I was 24 years old. And because of the way I carried myself and knew what I was talking about, all the construction, you know, all my subs, everybody, you know, they thought I was an older guy. Naturally, because of, again, what I was taught on the street, how to carry myself and how to deal with people. You know, it just keeps rolling over for you. And I'll tell you, got all the respect in the world from those guys, because I was able, when there was a problem, to sit down and figure that problem out with them. You know, they respect that. You know, because if I'm the supervisor and running the job, they want me to give the final answer for everything. I'll find the solution for a problem. So, and I was able to do that at a really young age. All right, Scott. You have to be smart to manage people. It's a lot of learning though, because no matter how smart you are, you're right though, Scott. But no matter how smart you are, you still have to have that finesse. It has to be taught. It really does. It really does. You got to know what to look for. Who was the most feared guy in Boston when I was on the street? That's a good question. I'll tell you. I guess you're talking in the '90s. I don't know because my whole crew, and I'll say their names, the Rossettis and the Luisis and everything. We were considered the bad guys. In that era, it would have to be us. I would say, really, if I had to say anybody, it would have to be us. Not that they feared me like they feared Mark or the other guys or my father, but they did fear me to a point. All right, Richie, I had to put that up, my brother. All right, Ann, she totally agrees with Scott. That's good. It is my man, Joey Love. Hi, buddy. Just saying hi. I love you, pal. I love you too, Joey. I hope you're doing good. Look, people are saying hi. Here we go. Nice. Okay, let's go again, Anthony. Did you ever hear any stories about the boss before Raymond Sr.? Phil? No, I never. No, but I'm going to tell you something. I am definitely doing that series with Emily. She's been busy. We're going to get together in the next week or so and tape some films. And we're going to talk about Phil. We're going to talk about Joe Lombardo. We're going to talk about all those guys in Rhode Island, how the families came together in Boston. We're going to do the history of the Boston mob. And she has a lot of great stories. She's really an investigative reporter for the Boston Globe. And we're going to do the series. Good question, Anthony. Graham, I'm here, Bobby, from London. God bless you, brother. Management, yeah. Yep. It always funny because even when I was younger, working construction, I went over, I think 20 years old, I got my first builder's license. Me and my cousin Paulie Pep went up with my uncles and we got a Boston license first. And I think I got my state at 23. And as soon as I got my Boston license, I was off and flying on my own. But I always seem to become the lead, the foreman, something, even at a young age. I don't know if it was just drive. I don't know what it was. But me and my cousin Paulie came up together. We learned together. Paulie's still in construction. God bless him. Yeah, my other cousins too. Ricky Saro is in construction. That was the main thing with the Luisi family. Besides being gangsters, my whole family was in construction. We all had builder's license. That's right, Scott. You see what he says? You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen twice. Yeah, right. That's right. Very good. That's what I was taught, my friend. I think I went over that already, Richard, who was the most fair guy in Boston when I was in the street. Oh, Linda's here. Hi, Linda. Okay, Anthony Alves, Uncle Tony's here. My daily fight is another day clean from drugs, which I have been successful going on 15 years now. And when I empty myself of self and let God run the show, I'm successful. Absolutely, 100%, Tony. Tony, I grew up with you. I remember those days. And God bless you, man. You're doing great. You're doing great. I love you, Tony. I was, what was I, 21 when I married Janice, Tony? Dale White. Here we go. Street smarts can read you better than you think. Of course. Of course. But there's different levels. In other words, I met a lot of people, and my guys will bring me people, or I met them through other people. And my first impression, if it was decent, then, I didn't mind them being around. Sometimes you could tell, and I hate to say it like this, but you could tell a shithead right off the bat. You know, that's one of the things you taught by the way they carry themselves, what they talk, and what's coming out of their mouths. Most of it's nonsense, and you spot that right away. Bad guys and tough guys don't talk out of the side of their mouth. They don't disrespect people. It's a different caliber of person. But yeah, it's pretty easy to read somebody. But to really read them in depth, it's hard to do. Guy can be loyal to you for years, and then all of a sudden, something happens, and you know, it's happened to me through the years. It's happened to me recently. Anthony, Bobby, have you ever been on Atwell's Ave in Providence? If so, did you like it? I don't. Every time I went to Providence, we went to the Hill, and I don't know if I was on Atwell's Ave. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't remember. A few times we went down there to Federal Hill. And you know, in those days, we used to go to the strip joints in Rhode Island. You know. All right, let's see this. Persistence trumps education. Richard, am I still seeing the same question from you? The problem today, nobody wants to work. It's not at the bottom. Well, that's the only way you learn, my brother. You know that. All right. It skipped. Wow, this really skipped on me. Hold on. All right. Again, Richard Morello, who was the most fair guy in Boston when I was on the street? I really didn't have that fear of anybody, so I don't know. And like I said, the Luisis and the Rossettis were strong and fair on the street at that time. David, how realistic was it that Showtime series about the Irish mob in Providence? I wonder. I love that series. That was great. That was great. That was about the two brothers you're talking about. That was a great series. Probably really realistic. I mean, I think it was fastened after Whitey Bulger and his brother in Boston, because the brother was a politician, you know. But I thought it was really good, and I definitely the Italians down there definitely working with the Irish. We were working with the Irish in Boston, you know. Okay, Graham, what you're doing now is far more valuable. Thank you. I think it is. I really do. Especially the Sundays. I don't want to keep talking about that on the show because people like I'm crossing the genres and they really don't like that. But like I told everybody, until I get 1,000 subscribers on the ministry show, I'm just going to put commercials up here for what I'm going to do on Sunday, so it don't conflict. I did that last week. I'll just put up a short commercial, and we'll do it that way. Anne Marie, you are awesome, Bobby. Thank you, honey. All right, Anthony. Bobby, who else was made with you at your ceremony, and who all presided over it? Well, I'll tell you, and I'm not ashamed to tell you, Joey Molino pricked my finger. I don't think it's fair to say there was over a dozen guys in the room, and I don't think it's fair to say who was in that room. But another guy did get made with me that night in Philadelphia. There were two of us. But like I said, that's something I can't talk about. But the other guy was a real good guy, really nice guy. Oh, yeah, I got to put that up, John. Grew up hearing that one. Also, my grandfather used to say, take the corn out of your ears and stuff it in your mouth. That's right. Mario said, "What's up, brother? Does a wise guy have to kick up from his legitimate business or just a street business?" That all depends. A lot of guys got into legitimate business because they were mobbed up. I know some guys from the Bonanno family. They were mobbed up. Even if they didn't make money on the street, they kicked that envelope up. And not that a boss is going to go in and say, "Hey, I want this much, I want that." Out of respect, you should do that. If you gained anything because of your position in La Cosa Nostra, then you ought to La Cosa Nostra. But there ain't that many best bosses out there that's going to want to come and take your money. Now, the way the families are doing it now, they're getting legal business. If the mall puts you in that business, you bet you're going to pay that. Absolutely. All right, let's see this one. Christopher Donahue's here. 8 on Federal Hill Saturday. 8 at Constantine's. It was pretty good. Nice. I'll go down there again. All right. Aiden, God bless. Great Jedi. Hi, Mafia Bros. What's up, buddy? All right. All right, Barry. Hi, Barry. It's coming up in a few minutes, Barry. Every half hour. I'm glad you're watching, brother. Sun go dry. Okay. Yo, Bobby, did Raymond really kill his own brother? If so, give us the story. I don't know the story about it. And I'm not going to lie about it. I don't know the story. So I can't tell you that. But we are going to do that story. Everything that Raymond ever did, believe me, is going to come out soon in the series. So that question will be answered for you. Dr. Andy, what's up, Bobby? How long have you did business with the Colombians? Probably, let me see, on the street about good 5 years. No, maybe longer. No, maybe longer. Picked up in 99. Yeah, 6, 7 years I did business with them. No, maybe even longer because 90, 91 I started getting it from the Colombians. Yeah, even longer. I got picked up in 99. Key Cochran, what's up, brother? Hope you're well, Bobby. I am, my brother. Did Joey ever express his opinion about Scarfo Sr. to you? There was a few things said. You know that Scarfo Sr. still thought he wanted to be the boss down there. But that didn't work out for him. And he put a few beefs in with a few people. But Joey never really talked out of line about him or anything. All right, Clyde Leader. Bobby, will you be getting another guest host ever again? Absolutely not. No, but I'll tell you this. Kim's going to be back on the 15th. And we're going to start more of a production. I'm doing it alone, so I got to just use one camera. And well, the production's going to get better again, and guests are going to be coming on live when she's back here. All right, Barry. Okay. Sorry, where is the like button? It's up under the page. If you're watching it on TV, you can't do it. If you're on the computer or the phone, go underneath, Barry, and you'll see the buttons down there. Why? What happened to Paulie's no longer on the show? Tony V. What was the biggest and most expensive house you built and sold down the Vineyard back in the day? I don't remember. I did a few customs. And we're talking in the 80s, my friend. So they're millions of dollars now. But probably like the biggest one I did down there was like about 3,000, 3,500 square feet. I was in a lower market there. There was a lot of guys doing really high end stuff up island, but I really wasn't. I was concentrating more on the other stuff. I was actually putting a house together for the realtors for 69,000 at the time. That was without the land. They got the land. I built the house for them for 69,000. 3-bedroom capes. I was doing a lot of them. Okay, where are we? Oh, Tony, that was your question. I'm sorry I didn't put it up. All right, Scott, Bobby, are we in a real estate bubble? I'm going to tell you what's happening right now. This is going to burst. It always does. It always circulates, and I watch it all through go up and down and up and down. Even right now, rental property, of course, with the COVID, people out of work who don't want to go back to work, this is still going on. The complex I live in, I think there's almost 1,000 units here. I bet you 30% of the people can't pay their rent every month. Are struggling, or more than 30% struggling. So I mean, I wouldn't even touch it right now. I'm waiting for the breakdown again, and hopefully go maybe get a nice condo out of the deal. Andrew, common sense, 100%. 100%. I had a friend. He was a family friend, and I think he worked for Lincoln Labs. He was brilliant with math and everything. But to see him just function in the world, he didn't have that much common sense that I saw from him. But really a smart guy. You're going to see a lot of educated, smart people don't have common sense. Everything's straight by the book. And they really can't deal outside of their little circle. And that's what's sad about education too sometimes, But I mean, I wish I had his knowledge and oh my God, mathematical skills. There's my baby. What's up, honey? Hi, happy Wednesday. Love you, Bobby. Get ready for salsa. I know they're on tonight. I'll probably be losing some people. That's all right. Oh, I didn't put you up, Lane. I'm sorry. All right. And did I skip that, Grim? What did Grim say? It's good in the streets. It's a life class. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, all right. Listen, I'm going to stop here for a minute. All right, Lena. Happy Wednesday, honey. I'm going to stop right here. We have a new sponsor, the Bear Boost. And they're gummy bears. Let me put the commercial on. It's almost finished. And I'll talk why the commercial is going on. The Big Bear Boost. All right, now this product, you take 2 gummies and, read the rest of it. It's just a good boost. And a really good friend of mine owns this company. And now he's a sponsor on the show. So please go up there. There's a link down underneath. All right. To the Bear Boost. Go right up to the website, guys. I know I got 80-90% guys watching the show. And it's good for enhancement. So I don't want to talk too much about it, but if I didn't believe in it, it won't be on this show. I'll just say that much. All right, we're going to keep going. Let me get back to where was Lena's? Yep, there we go. All right, let's hit the next one. Anthony, what city would you say is the strongest in Cosa Nostra outside Philly in the 5 New York families? I'll tell you, outside of them, I don't think any family's strong anymore. I'm going to be honest with you. There's still a Patriarca family up here, but I really don't. I really don't think there is a strong family out there. There's always going to be something going on in Chicago. But, I was with Chicago guys and they said it was dying there too. New Orleans is dying. All the bigger families that are around, they're all just about gone. So everything's really centering out of New York right now. All right, Bobby, I'm curious. Do you like Michael Jackson? I love this music. I really did. I grew up with it. I thought it was great. Now, here's a girl from the neighborhood, street smart. That's right, honey. All right, Tony. All right. Oh, that's right, Tony. You worked at. I had fun working on Addison Street in East Boston. Good crew we had there. Yeah, we framed it ourselves, 11,000 square foot building. That was my first big project. And yeah, we did good. We did really good on that job. That came out beautiful. All the condos were 3 stories, garage underneath, the whole thing. We had to bring in the street, plumbing, everything. It was a big job for a 24-year-old at the time, but I did it. We got it done, right, Anthony? Bobby, I'm curious what happened to Paulie and where is he now? I have no idea. He's not here, doctor. So, and we're not going to talk about him, my friend. Andrew Stevens, here we go. Bobby, what was the best way to settle a disagreement between 2 friends? Well, listen, it's like a sit down. You just get in between them, try to make them work it out. Someone has to be wrong in the beef. You find out who's wrong. If they come to you to settle a beef, they better respect you. So you listen to both sides of the stories, you make your opinion, and then you find the solution to the problem. And that's how you straighten a beef up between 2 friends. Okay, how about Whitey Bulger? I didn't do anything with him badly, so thank God, I had enough problems. All right, they're talking to Joey. All right, Joey, let's see. Bobby, just remember, whatever happens in life between you and other friends, I love you, no matter what. Remember that. I know that, Joey. I'm not, I know that. I know. Sangodra. Yo, Bobby, did Raymond really kill his own brother? If so, give us, didn't I read that already? Okay. All right, next OG. What was Joey's reputation back in the 90s? Was Merlino considered the boss of bosses in Philly? Well, he made me, he was my boss. So I guess he was coming up in the mid 90s, yeah. And he was officially the boss in New York too. So Joey loved Richie, still so my buddy, doing good. And yourself. All right. All right, Richie. Bobby, all your stories are true because I was there and I know. I love you, my friend. I love you too, Richie. God bless you. All right. Tim Egan, my pal. I love this guy. Hi, Tim. All right, Theodore. Mr. Bobby, how are you doing? Did you ever have a beef with other capos? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I actually had one beef with, I wasn't a capo at the time, with a capo in the Petriaca family, and it almost turned ugly. And I'm glad it didn't. He's an older guy. But yeah, there's some jerk offs out there, believe me, my friend. Hey, Bobby, hope all is well. Have you ever been asked to be a consultant for a mall movie or documentary? No, I never have. No. All right, dear White. Bobby, can you communicate with people while he respects everybody? Oh, Bobby can. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, that will take you far, my friend. Okay, here we go. Eric, have you ever heard the podcast about Raymond Petriarca and the politician Buddy? No, I never did. But I know he had a lot of ties down there. I know that. All right, Richard. The problem today is nobody wants to start at the bottom. The bottom is where you learn, my friend. You know, I was 13 years old, and I remember that Jack was a carpenter in the neighborhood. My mother, they were friends with my mother, Jack and his wife Barbara, and Jack started taking me after school. We were building decks, putting doors in, doing remodel jobs. By the time I was 16, I know how to build a deck, and I know how to handle the tools, and I knew what I was doing at that point. Not as a full-fledged carpenter, but I started at the bottom, mixing cement with him, doing plastering work, doing everything. That's how you learn. You learn from the bottom. Many people go into, I'm not going to say if it's that store, but Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot. They start at the bottom, stacking shelves and talking to customers before you know it, they're management. You know why? They worked at the bottom, they learned the store, and they got promoted for that reason. Okay, so listen, it's good to start at the bottom many times. Anything handed to you in life, money, careers, anything handed to you will never be appreciated if you don't work hard for it. And believe that. All right, Danny boy. What's up, Bobby? What's up, brother? Hi, Mike. My eyes are bad. I'm just trying to read everything. Bobby, love the backdrop. I'm from Frankfurt Street. I lived there 56 years. I was in these Boston neighborhoods and being eaten alive by developers. How bad is the traffic going to be when Suffolk is? Well, I'll tell you. Now, you know, I lived around the corner from Frankfurt Street, 191 Maverick Street. My mother opened the original, it was the White Hen. It was Maverick Mart first. Frankfurt Street was Romeo's Butcher. On the corner, Johnny Mastrangelo's Club was there. That's where they put the church. You know, the Airways Cafe was there. The Cardinal's Nest. And now I haven't been there, but I heard all the buildings are being ripped down. They're building up the corners. I think my mother's building is still there, 191. That was an 8-family. But I'll tell you, I drive around Revere over here. There's all this development. Where are these people? Where are these people going to move into? I'll tell you, there's going to be some big changes. East Boston is all different now. You know that, Mike. Yeah, Big G. I did the new studio. You know, I got more stuff even to put up on the other walls. You'll see when I have a guest and we're sitting in the chairs. Right now I'm using the desk. You know, it'll be a better atmosphere. It's a better set now. All right, Tim. Joey, I hope you're good. Bobby said you had a bout with pneumonia. That stuff is no joke. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Scott, congratulations to everybody in recovery. You have to keep trying, absolutely. Okay, and Big G, all right. Eric True, Danny Boy, you over here of Teen Challenge. Did you ever hear of Teen Challenge, the Christian program that deals with drugs? I've never heard of that. But people should look at it. People should look at that. All right, Anthony, did you have any idea what Raymond Jr. is up to today? Is he involved at all? Also, have you ever met him or his father, Raymond Sr.? I never met Raymond Sr. and I never met Jr. So, and I don't even know if Junior's still alive. I don't know what he's doing. He's not that much older, I know that. But no, I never met them. I was a Boston guy. I never went down there. My father and all his friends. Yeah, of course, but not me. Bobby, did you know that the Guadalajara cartel was founded by two Greek Mexicans, and the other one was half, by the way, and one Mexican with Spanish and Native American descent? I didn't know that. Scott, this is a good channel. Our people are respectful. It's a good crew. Very good. Very good. We got a nice bunch of people that watch this show. I love yous all. Me just coming and sit here, I look forward all week to do this. And of course, Sunday. But I really do. Just coming in and hanging with you guys and just doing this is like, I love it. It was nice. I think we had Larry on last week, right? Larry Mazda. I love to have guests on for everybody to ask questions, but I like doing this too. I don't see, I should maybe be better prepared with some more stories and everything, but I've been doing a lot. I got to be honest with you. And now tomorrow, I got 3-4 days. I got to work for Sunday. Today, I made a commercial. I mean, I'm always doing something. Always doing something. Hold on here. We got a super chat. Where are we? Wow. Look at this. There we go. My man, Paul. Hi, Paul. Hi, Bobby. Been busy a couple of weeks. Here's the new things and ventures. Looking forward to the new series. Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's coming up. And I got to go all the way back. I'll find out where I was so no one gets mad at me. Got to put those super chats up. It helps keep the show going, that's for sure. Okay, I think I read that already. Okay, let's go. Oh. They knocked down the Angeles Bakery? Wow. Let me tell you. Well, Mike, when I was a kid, I lived on 171, right when you go over the train tracks. We were like 3 buildings in. And when they cooked the bread in the morning, it was amazing. The pizza, oh my God. He made a pan pizza with no cheese on it. Mike knows. Unbelievable. Every day, you smell it, your mouth would just start watering. It was amazing. I love that. But the bread only lasted a day. He didn't put any preservatives, nothing in it. That was great. I can't believe that. All right, we got another one here. Hold on. All right. I'm going to look for that. Ali, put that up. Where are we? Here we go. Thank you, brother. Good show, my brother. God bless you. God bless you too, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Bobby. Okay, found that. Okay. Big G. Hey, Bobby, my dad used to come down and get me and said he had to go on jobs, electrical jobs in construction. If you want to live here, you have to contribute. He said, but I love going with him to the jobs. That's how you learn. Gee, wasn't that great? Sometimes you're a kid, you don't want to go. I wasn't able, all my friends, we got a new member. All my friends play baseball. All the kids in the corner. They were in Little League. They did this sports. I couldn't do it. When I went to Dom Savio, they wanted me to play football. They wanted me to play basketball. Couldn't do it. I had to go to work. I rather work. That's what I did. I always worked. I want the money. We got a new member. Theodore. All right, brother. Thank you. That's nice, man. That helps big time. Thank you so much. Was the Chicago outfit really Cosa Nostra? Yeah. They just ran it in a different way. But they were Cosa Nostra. Danny boy. My buddy, hope you're well. Got a question. Have you ever met Patsy Perillo from the Bronx, from the West Side? No, I never did. No, never did. Tony. Yeah, thank you, Tony. I put that up. All right. Barry got it. Thanks. All right, Barry. Tamika, you're looking faulty, Bobby. Definitely dropped some LB. Oh, I did. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight. I did. Well, I told you what happened. Corona came around, lost my job, had a beautiful job, sales manager, $120,000 a year job, just perfect for me, you know. Got laid off or fired, whatever you want to call it. Then renewed my lease. I moved in with my mother for a year. I got up to 275 pounds. 275, you know. Now I'm hoping to be around 240 right now. I don't know. But I really want to get a 220. I got a lot of beautiful suits in the closet and dress clothes that I haven't worn in years. Well, not a year. Well, I haven't even been home that long, but, you know. Hi, Richard. Did have to go to Philly because the books were closed? But no. The books were open all over the country. When they open, they open. I went to Philly because I didn't get along with some of the guys in Boston. All right, Graham. When are you coming to the UK? Hopefully next February. We're working on that right now. All right, we got a super chat. All right, hold on. All right, tell us the Darren Buffalino story. Well, I'll tell you. I used to hang around with Darren all the time. You know, I love Darren. I still do. He's a great guy. I haven't seen him since he went to prison in the 90s. You know, then I went to prison, and I really don't know what's going on with him right now. I do have some Darren stories, but I don't know if he'd appreciate me sharing them. But I could tell you about Darren that he was a good guy. He had balls. He did what he had to do. And that's about all I'm going to say about Darren. But, yeah, I really liked him. Still do, till this day. All right, Scott, what are the closest beaches where people go to in Boston? Well, when I lived in East Boston, we used to go up to Heights Beach. That was our beach in East Boston. And but there's Revere Beach, which is a beautiful beach up here. When I was a kid, Revere Beach was all roller coasters and rides and all that, but that's all gone now. Now it's restaurants and condos. I got a place house, but I would say Revere Beach, Nahant Beach, Lynn has a beach, all up the coast here. They're all 10 minutes from my house. All right. Did you lose weight in prison? Well, in prison, I used to fast. Prison, one time I got really heavy. I got up there. It was probably 260s, maybe close to 270. Just eating that garbage food. But I used to fast. And sometimes when I fast, I go down 40-day fast. I did 3 of them in prison. I from like 240 to 200. You know, and I'd keep the weight off for a little while. Then again, you start indulging because we're eating garbage, ramen soups, pizzas we made in the, gravies, spaghetti, macaroni, pasta. You know, you're bored in there. You're bored. All right. I don't know what that means. High current. All right. Oh, my buddy Mark Iglio's here. Guys, I don't know where I left off. I'm going to see if Brian Cuss is here. Boston. All right. Sean Miller's here. All right. Let's go to this one. Hi, Michael. Bobby was invited on the Franzese show. Calandria hasn't. What does that tell you? Respect goes a long way. I've been friends with Mike. We did Comedy Central together in 2017. We're both Christians, and I really like the man and respect him. We are friends. Hopefully, there's plans on going to the UK in February. He called me up. I want to go with him. Anything Mike's asked me to do, I would do. I just have a lot of respect for the man. So he's a friend. He really is. Is Lena signing off? Andrew, I don't know. I know I'm missing questions. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. I really am. All right, Tim Egan. Okay. Bobby, from what you knew or heard about John Stafford, did it seem like he was a little off his rocker? Yeah, I would think so. What Stanford was trying to do and was pissing everybody off, and I know because I was with Rosario, he was taking some zips over and making them because he's an old zip himself. And, the guys didn't like that too much. They didn't like the way he was running things. And I could see why they did what they did. We had the same problem with leadership in Boston. The right guy wasn't there. He wasn't the right guy. And that was it. Scott, I worked a lot of crappy jobs when I was young, but worked my way up and retired well. That's what you have to do. I told you, I was 11, 12 years old, and I was working for the gangsters, rolling dime machines on Saturdays. After school, I go in and clean the warehouse, go with the other guys. I used to love to do that on the roofs to fill the cigarette machines, empty the pool tables. You got to start somewhere. 11 years old, I started working. My father, Santo, put a good work ethic in me. I used to get mad at him because I wanted to be out with my friends, but he really put a good work ethic into me. Boston Red too. In the trades, my favorite time was at the bottom learning. Once you get done learning, it gets boring for me. Well, you know something? Let me tell you about that. I agree with you. When I conquer something, it's conquered. I got to move on and do something else. I think, when I came back here in 1990, I bought buildings. I was a developer. I did it. I was over with it. I had enough of it. I wasn't getting back to that. And there's a lot of things in life. When I climb the ladder, I want to jump off. And that happens to a lot of people. And I guess I proved that a few times. Bobby, are you a hockey fan like a lot of Boston? Yeah, I used to be. That was the sport when I was a kid. I loved hockey. I grew up with Bobby Orr, Phil Esposito, Tony Esposito, John McKenzie, who I ended up meeting later on, being friends with. Yeah, I love the hockey. Still do. Bobby, did you ever deal with any biker gangs like the Hells Angels? Yeah. We had a chapter up in Salem. Zeke and those guys, they were nice guys. I never did any direct business with them, but they were around. I'll just say it that way. They were around. Brian Cuss, there's my man. Hi, Brian. Route 81 up in here. I like it. Matteo Bonfigli. Love this show. Keep it going. I'll keep listening. Thank you. Thank you. Matteo. I love that name, Cousine. Theodore Spears. Mr. Bobby, if you would have to start your own family, what would has you called your family? The Luisi family. My man Graham, I started at British Airways at the bottom, got promoted, and ended up as a union rep. Some friends didn't like it. Well, listen, there's always going to be people that are going to want your position, Bo. That's how it is in life, you know. They're going to want your position. But you gained it, you worked for it, and that's how it has to be. All right, we're gonna go back to a commercial. Now, hopefully by next week, I'll have a voice on this commercial. But I want to show it to you. It's an enhancement. You take 2 gummies, they last 72 hours, and it's supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be really good. So go up to the website, the Beer Boost. I got the link is at the bottom. Just go look for the link. It'll take you right up there. You know, come on, guys, help out here. Help my friend. So there we go. There's the contact information. But like I said, next week I'll have, there'll be a voice on there. All right. Mark Giglio. What's up, my brother? Tracy Hand. Common sense plus brains are a rare thing in these days. Absolutely. Especially with this new generation. Jimmy Calandria has Frank Calabrese Jr. on tomorrow night. I reached out to Frank. I told you this before. There you are again, Theodore, new member, my brother. I reached out to Frank Jr. Someone gave me a number to get in touch with him. And then he never got back to me. So I'd love to have him on the show. I really like his uncle. And, well, we'll see. I seen another question from Mark. Where is it? Here we go. The Endless was the best bakery around. Used to go in and get the ends of the bread. Yeah, remember that? Wow, I'll tell you that. I love them, Mark, growing up over there. And you know, I live right up the street. The smell every day was amazing. It was amazing. Dr. Randy, I love you, Bobby, but right now I got to go eat some dinner that my family's. Oh, go ahead, my brother. Dr. Andy, thank you every time you tune in. I love you, brother. Thank you. Tony V, any guys from your crew back in the 90s still in jail? Not from my crew, no. Even from the war, there's only really one guy left in there. Yeah, but go Celtics. What's up, brother? All right. I say goodnight to all the Wednesday Night Live family. Time for bed. All right, brother. Didn't I just read that? I don't know. I guess do not. All right. What is the closest beaches where you people go in Boston? I thought I read that. Revere Beach, East Orient Heights Beach, Lynn Beach. Did you lose weight? But see, I'm way off with these guys. I don't know where I am. How realistic was Boardwalk Empire? Well, you know they're all exaggerated. But what's his name that the story was after was a true guy down there. I mean, you know that in the beginning how much the Irish and the Jews ran everything before the Italians really took over. So, of course, there's stories, it's Hollywood, but, you know, Bellinabli Batcave, New York doesn't acknowledge Chicago as LCN. They, listen, whatever happened, what Capone sat on the commission, they could do whatever they want. I was with a Chicago guy. He got made in the ceremony. They could call it whatever they want. They don't have to recognize what they want. But when Chicago was at its height, believe me, New York recognized it. If they don't want to recognize them as LCN, that's fine. You're probably 100% right, my brother. Bobby, is the food really bad in prison, like they say? A lot of it is. But, you know, I used to cook in prison. I used to make my sauces and everything. You know, it's depends what comes in, who's cooking it, you know. I know, but you know what's happening with my cough? You know, I've always had allergies and everything. In the last month or so, I just been dry. No matter what I do, and I don't know if it's a new medicine I'm taking. I don't know what it is, but my throat's always dry, and I get hoarse a lot. Hi, Steve. This is just an outside opinion about Ron Previty. Should have never been made, being that he was a policeman before. What were they thinking? Well, this is another thing with Stanford. Please tell me what he was thinking. Here's a guy an ex-cop, broke that oath, all right? Why was he going to keep this oath? Ron was a scumbag from the beginning. The man passed away now, you know, God forbid, you know, but he passed away, but come on. Come on. That was ridiculous. What bothered me more that Joe even pulled him in. Bobby, nothing like Dom Savio. Father Caselli, looking for you still. You know, remember the Don, we called him the Don, that was his name. The principal, whatever he was. He calls me up to the office. It's the end of the year. He said, listen, I can send you to summer school. You feel French. You're better off going to East Boston High. Because I started a little trouble in there, but not much. You're better off going to East Boston High. You'll be in the 10th grade. I said, I'll be in the 10th grade. I said, transfer me right now. And then I did the 10th grade at Easton. But, you know, Sam, I wish, if I knew that I wanted to be a teacher, if I knew today what I really wanted and what my real joy in life was going to be, I would have stayed in Savio. My mother wanted me to put me all through college. My mother would have did that in a minute, and my father would have been no problem. So I should have stayed in Savio. But I went to East Boston High, smoking weed every day, working after school. 16 years old, I was making $400 a week in the summer, working with Jack the carpenter, and I just didn't want to go back to school anymore. Dr. Randy, I'm curious, do you know about the Los Angeles, California Cosa Nostra? And I'm curious, do you think they're truly Cosa Nostra? Well, this is going to be a big question tonight. Everybody in the beginning was all Cosa Nostra all over the country. And any crew in California, it came out of Chicago and New York and the other guys. So what's down there now, I don't know. But I know Bonanno, Joe Bonanno went to Arizona. He made guys down there and had a crew down there. There goes an Nostra. I'm sure they're all dead and no one's left. But, you know, you never know. But I did Sammy said something on his show when he got out about them, the Bonanos down there. All right, Boston Red 2. Good night, guys. Almost game 3, tip-off. All right, my brother. And listen, I'm going to, we just did the commercial. All right. Let's go a little more. Ramsey, my friend. What's up, my brother? Bobby, how many wise guys do you know of that turned to Christ? Not many, my friend. Not many. Really none in prison. Not that I tried. See, I never pushed it on them, but there wasn't many that I know. There's me, there's Mike Francis. There's other guys that are Christians, like John Panisi's a Christian. I know that. I mean, a lot of these guys, they do love Christ. I'm not saying that, but not many of them actually stepped out like doing what Mike does or doing what I'm doing now with the ministry and in the past. So, Sean Miller, Bobby, were guys still expected to kick up if they were locked up or in the hospital? Well, if a guy's locked up and if a capo's locked up and he's got an active captain out there, that active captain will do all the work for him and kick up whatever has to go up. But if you're in prison, Bo, if you're sick, what are you going to do? What are they going to do? If you can't go out there and earn and collect your money, then they don't get anything. All right, where was the Comedy Central sketch? In New York at Times Square. It was a restaurant in New York. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a restaurant in New York. All right, Theodore. Mr. Bobby, besides my father and Carlo Gambino, who did you admire? Oh, your father. I'm sorry. Who did I really look up to? I think Larry Bioni. Larry Zanino. All right, let's go. Hi, Tommy. Bobby, this is my Wednesday night. Great job. Keep it up. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. All right, we got Graham again. How long does it take to drive from New York to Boston? I'm coming over in December. From the George Washington Bridge, about 4 hours. It takes me because I don't drive crazy. So from the George Washington, about 4 hours. Tony V. Bobby, what was Frank Salemi Jr. in senior like? Frank Salemi Jr. was in his company a few times. Frankie Jr. was a street guy. There was no doubt about that. He'd take no shit from nobody. Frankie Sr., I was only in his company one time. I don't tell stories. I don't elaborate. And, when I met him and we would, I was in his crew and I respected him. But I really didn't know Frankie to Senior to say too much about him, But afterwards, a lot of stories I heard. Another guy shouldn't have been where he was. Mr. Bobby, as Christians, when are we supposed to fast? All right. I did different fasts for different reasons. I had a lot of spiritual problems and demonic and all of that. And see, every time you fast, you're neglecting the flesh and it builds the spirit. More often that you fast, you get closer to God in that way. Because you have to deny the flesh. When you deny the flesh, you're edifying the spirit. Now, when I'm fasting, I'm reading, I'm praying, I'm meditating. Okay? I'm saying no flesh gets nothing. All right? Now, you got to remember these long fasts that I've done. I drank water, coffee. I used to use squeeze orange juice and grapefruit juice through a strainer and not to have the pulp. I had to start on my second fast. I started getting really sick. There was times in between. I did 21-day fast, 7 days, 3 days. And I had to stop putting actually peanut butter inside my coffee and melt it so it was liquid. It would melt right down to liquid like an oil. And I would drink that to get protein in me. because I was having some other problems, you know. But I would say I would fast as often as you can. You know, if it's one day, you're neglecting your spirit for one day. You're neglecting your flesh for one day. It's still a good thing. And you know something, I'm going to end up doing a teaching on that anyway. That's one of my teachings. Michael Hatfield, greetings and salutations from Chicago. Here we go. Baywatch, look at this. Wow. Miss you, Bobby. Miss you too, brother. Where you been? Where you been? I know that was a good show. Everybody loves that. Everybody loves that. Not then stories. Hi, Anthony. Love this guy. Love this guy. God bless you, brother. Bobby, are you successful because you have a good work ethic? Some street guys never did an honest day's work. They are all at risk of reoffending. I don't really consider myself successful right now. I have been in life, but yeah, I think it's my work ethic. I'm nonstop, even with these shows, everything I'm doing. You know, my girlfriend watches me do the editing, and she's just amazed at all the stuff that I do and what I try to do just to come out here on a Wednesday night. Sunday, that's 3 or 4 days preparation for 20 minutes with slides and everything else I'm doing and looking for things and working the scriptures. So, yeah, if I didn't have a good work ethic, I wouldn't have the show, and I wouldn't have learned how to do all of this. You know, trial and error. But I stood at it, and that's what you have to do. I stayed persistent. You know, and that's what you have to be. Brian Cuss, Top Man Bobby, what's up, my brother? Glad you're here, Bo. Oh, Paul's here. Here we go. Bobby, you used to be in construction. You would be good in one of them HGTV shows, either remodel or flipping house show. Put a wise guy element into it. You know, Sam, that would be a great idea. I'll put the apron on for that. You know, this old house, it'll be this old gangster, this old G. I would love to do that. What in all the zips? the Italians on the other side. We call them zips. Any Sparky stories? Yeah, I'll tell you, I haven't seen Sparky in years. He was home before I went away. Sparky was friends with my father. So anyway, Ralph Rossetti had a club on Bennington Street for years. He had the building and everything. When I was a kid, I used to go in there all the time issues. I buy the building across from the club on London Street. There's like a fork there in a 3-family building. I bought off of Ronnie's, what's the kid named Smoothie or whatever, I forgot. Bought the building. It was half gutted out. I remodeled the whole thing, and I'm standing near Ralphie's club, and Spucky walks out one day. He says, so I really like that building. Now, I know what a wise guy's saying that and what he's trying to do. I says, you know, I like the building. I'm only 21. You know, I like the building too. So I gave him a punk ass, you know, little jab, you know. And he gave me a look. And he asked me who I says, I'm Bobby Luisi. I'm Bobby Luisi's son. Oh, hey, how you doing? He turns around, walks in the club. A week later, I go with my father's in the North End, and who's sitting up there? I walk in. Hey, Bobby, did you ever meet Spucky? I said, yeah, Dad, I know Spucky. Spucky was a dangerous guy in his day, and I had a lot of respect for him, just because my father really liked him. And I used to see him around the guys. But I always respected Spucky. So that was just a little Spucky story, that's all. It was over. They probably wouldn't even remember. That was so many years ago. Like I said, I'm 21. Mickey, that was 40 years ago. I bought that building. 40 years ago. Or 22. I bought the other one at 21. It was 22 when that happened. All right, Michael. Bobby, what made you start pastoring or speaking in churches, testifying as you once did? Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. I got married down there, and next door to Julie's house was Bishop Coleman. Bishop Coleman was a pastor of a church. It was right outside of Memphis. I don't know if it was Mumford. I don't remember. Faith Keepers Ministry. You could look it up. He's a great man, Pastor Coleman. All black church. And I went in and he invited me in. And let me tell you, the Holy Spirit was powerful in there and around this man. I loved him. Anyway, I'm in there. As that's going on, it just didn't feel right being in there at the time. He was training me to be a pastor in a church. So I was assistant pastor in there. And I was in the newspapers down there, you know, when I signed out, you know, mobster, look, is it mobster in Memphis? And I came out in the newspapers and everything. I mentioned the church, that I was there. I was an assistant pastor. Everybody realized who I was. They're all getting nervous. They call me in. There's 10 of them in the back room. Bishop, the assistants, this one, that one. And they're bombarding me with questions. So I got a little frazzled. And, you know, you revert sometimes. But I was still respectful. They were telling me, well, you got to do this way. So I ain't doing nothing, not anyway, except for the way the Holy Spirit tells me. After that, I lasted a little longer, and I just wrapped it up because my marriage wasn't going well. Things weren't going good. And I figured it just better off just to stop. At that time, I didn't feel worthy of teaching, getting divorced, and doing what I was doing. Okay, let me go up a little more. All right. Thank you, Tim. Sherry's here. Hi, Sherry. I see you. All right. Belanopoly Batcave. Brady, let me see. What's he saying? How much percentage did you have to kick up? I didn't kick a percentage up to anybody. I was partners with Wise Guys. And when I went to Philly, I just said, I'll send a flat rate every month down there. And that was it. Because a capo's gotta kick up to his boss. Why are you gonna be a capo running a crew? Looks like Hameen's in Midtown. Let me see here. Tennessee, that's quite a switch. I'm in North Alberta. Oh. I like Tennessee, though. I gotta tell you, I really did. All right, there she is. G Rocker, I haven't seen you in a while. Hello from Wisconsin. See, they're talking amongst themselves. Yeah, Chevy's a city girl. All right. I love you, honey, by the way. Those prayers were amazing. Keep them coming. I'll keep putting them up. All right, Brady. Is the mob still active in KC? I don't know. They were powerful at one time. I don't know now. I really don't. All right, Graham. When did Christ first reveal himself to you? I remember my first time. Well, the Holy Spirit did right away. The night I had that thing happen to me. And then something happened to me in prison. And but he first revealed himself to me in visions. He came to me in visions. And there's one of them in my book I talk about when he's on the beach with me in Miami. I think it's Miami or Fort Lauderdale. But yeah, that was back at prison time, late 90s, early 2000. But the late 90s, he revealed himself to me. All right, Scott, I saw an old interview with Joe Barboza where he ratted out the Patriarca family. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Well, there was a story with the nightlight and they killed his guys in the mob to get rid of them. So, Anthony Alves. Here we go. Uncle Tony, me and your stepdad, Sonny, was close. I hope he is doing well, and your mother also. Actually, they're doing great. They're going to be here Friday night, Tony, to eat. And Robbie and Gabby are coming over, too. So the kids will see them. Oh, I didn't see this, Brian. I'm sorry. I would have put it right up. Hey, Bobby. Where'd it go? Hey, Bobby. Sorry, I've been Mia. Tough schedule lately. Glad to see you back. Sorry for your troubles. You're in my prayers. Thank you, Brian. Thank you so much. God bless you both. Sean Miller, did you ever meet Peter Gotti in the late 90s? I hear he was as dumb as a rock. I never met Pete personally, but my friend Giggsy had a meeting with him over me regarding things I was doing in Boston. And he said Pete sent a message back to me, but I never actually met him. Z, here we go. Late but here. Blessed, Bobby. God bless you, brother. Love you, Bobby. Got to get a kip. Need to prepare for my testimony. All right. I'm going to call you in the morning, Grim. I'm going to give you a call. Maybe we could do a Zoom tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff out of the way. I see Spucky and Vinny here in Revere all the time. Yeah, I know Vinny lives in Revere. And Spucky, I know where Spucky's place was, near the Squire. You know. All right, did you ever go to Graceland? I drove past it several times. I was going to go in. You know, you go past it, Graceland's on the left, they got the plane on the right. And I was going to go do it, and I don't know why. I'm a big Elvis fan. Actually, they got this new movie with Elvis coming out. I'm dying to go see that. You know, but no, I never went in. Never went in. Hold on. Here we go. Ozzy. Background looks great, by the way. Thank you, Bo. Thank you. Hey, Ned. You go, Bobby. I'm good, brother. Thank you. Albone, yeah, 3,000. Yeah, it is a good idea. I like that. I like that. We could have fun with that. Hey, man. In this day and age, ain't there prophets still operating and prophesying about what's to come? What would be great? In this day and age, I think there's some mistakes in the writing. Prophets still operating and prophesying about what's to come. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good ones out there. I think there are some prophets out there still. You got to remember, in the Bible, it tells us, they asked Jesus, are you Elijah? Are you the prophet? They mentioned the prophet a few times in the gospel. There is a prophet that's coming that's going to be just as great as John the Baptist and the rest of the prophets. And he'll be coming soon. And we're going to see that. I don't know who he is or where he's going to come out of, but we're going to see a prophet. Mateo, Bobby, did you know John A. Light back in the day? I followed John Larry. Did you ever meet Richard the Iceman? Tommy Karate? Never met the Iceman. I never met Tommy. And I got to be friends with A-Light after prison. And Larry. This is all this happened after prison. Okay. All right, Tommy. Bobby, please let everybody know about subscribing to your ministry channel. It's Robert Luisi Ministries. We just go up there. All you got to do is subscribe for me. I don't know if there's a link underneath on this show, but just go to Robert Luisi Ministries. And listen, I would love that. If you subscribe for me, you know, it would be great. It would be great. It's going to be a big help. It really is. All right, Mateo. Was Joe Barboza a tough guy? Yeah, he was a real tough guy. Really feared guy, even in prison. When he was in Walpole, wherever he was, he ran the joint. He was a bad guy. He was a boxer, Joe, in his younger days. I did a show on him. It's up there. What are your thoughts about Joe Valachi and his testimony? Well, he started the fence from the ground floor. You know, we're talking about working from the bottom. That's what they did with Valachi. It's a shame. Big G, Bobby, did your father not trust anybody back in the old days? Only his tight crew. He knew what all these guys were made of. My father was a wahoo. He didn't give a shit you're a made guy or whatever. You know, he knew what they were about. And did he trust them? No, I don't think so. But he had a tight crew around him of guys that he trusted. Robbed with, did things with, murdered with, probably. You know. Gavin, hi, Bobby. Were you ever in Montreal to do business with the family up here? No. No, the Montreal guys with that, they with the Canadian guys came down in the 90s. They were friends with the Patriarchs. I wasn't a May guy then, nothing. But they used to come in my bar room, and I met a few of them. But I had no business with them. Oh, where did that go? Hold on. Please don't bring back Tempesto on the show. Don't even worry about that. Mateo just says, Bobby, I think he was going to write something. Okay. All right. Hi, Sherry. What's up, Facciabello? I'm glad you liked the prayers, Bobby. I emailed you today's prayer a little while ago. It was a busy day today. Again, thank you for the great compliment. Yeah, I'm going to get it. We'll put it up in the morning. Actually, John O'Master sent me one, but it was on some chat. But I got to tell him, if he wants to send, anybody wants to send prayers up for the Robert Luisi ministry, you could just email them to me. Go to bobbyluisi.com. Again, go to the ministry page. No, go to a contact page. And there's job form up there. You can mail me everything. You know, but thank you, Sherry, for doing that for everybody. They love it. You get all great compliments on that. Mateo, did you know Johnny, like back in the day? Did you know the Iceman, Tom Karate? Yeah, I've answered that already. Yep. Like I said, Mateo, I knew them after prison. All right, Sean Miller. Bobby, in your time, which capos had a reputation for being unbeatable in sit-downs? You got to be honest with you. In the 90s, there weren't that many. There weren't that many around. But I know back in the day, like Larry Bione and Jerry, they mostly won everything, you know. Mateo, sorry for saying. Don't worry about that, Mateo. Said 100 times. We all want to hear from you. Joseph. Love the ministry show. It's my church. God bless you, Joseph. Keep watching. This Sunday, we're going to teach about putting the armor of God on. What Paul teaches us to do. And why it's so important. So we'll be doing that. Tony V, how much money did the Angelos have before they passed? That I don't know when they came out, but Jerry was definitely a millionaire. There was no doubt about that. You could go to Jerry, get $100,000 for a point at any time if you're a May guy. Jerry had the money. Big money guy. Bob Miller, you found God phonies. I don't know what that is, Bob. Tony B. I saw Barboza boxing record 8-3, but he didn't fight anyone good. Well, he probably didn't even have the chance, though. Yeah. Bob, what does that mean, Bob? Thank you, Sherry. Joe Bonanno was, but yeah, well, the Bonannos, that's a faction of the Bonanno family. We're up there with the Sicilia family that I know, you know. So the Bonanno family is in Canada. I don't know if they still are, but oh, Gianni's here. Hi, Bobby. Good to see you. Good to see you too. All right. Mobbed Up Productions. Hey, Bobby. It's good to see you. Love the show. Great job. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let me throw that up there too. All right. Let's see now. Hey, man 05. Hey, Bobby. I'm a man of God and make money legitimately by selling things. I pray for God's blessing, but when people can't come to buy off me, they drive the price down and I sell cheaply. How can I do this? Well, let me tell you. I don't know how they're bothering you or what they're doing, but if it moves your heart to do that for these people, then do it. Greets. Listen, if I could make $10 on this bottle, I would love that. But if I clear $2 on it, it's still $2. So that's how I look at things. So you're probably doing the same thing. Ozzy, God bless you, Bobby. God bless you too, brother. God bless you, Bo. Gianni, I like to pick up your father behind you. Yeah, I got that. And I got another one too here. I don't know. Am I in the way? I was on the street then. You know, we both had our crews. I miss them sometimes. Hi, Luis. Have you ever met Ginger Canty? No. No, I wish I did, though. I really do. He was something, man. All right, we're gonna go to one more commercial. I gotta keep showing this for our male audience. Everybody pay attention to this. 2 gummy bears last 72 hours. Look at that. It's a good boost for you. It's all natural. There's no Viagra in there. Go up to the website, order whatever you need. It's a good enhancer. As a man of God, I shouldn't even be talking about this, but you know, this is the Bobby Luisi show, so I think it's okay. All right, let's keep going. I know I never met the chin. No, I never met any of them. No, but I did have us. We did do a show on that with Scott. I did a show with them, I think. Bobby, were you around when Grasso got hit and Salemi almost got hit? When they got hit, I was still in the vineyard. I came back in 1990. You know, Grasso was gone already, and they hit Frank. What is my Sean Miller? What is my favorite movie based in Boston? That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, my friend. Although I did like the movie with who's the one that's with J Lo? Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was a bank robber. He's the girl in Charlestown. That was a good movie. I like that one. All right. Boston. People ask if the Boston mob is still around, but don't know what G&L towing stands for. That's Gennaro and the brother, Jason, isn't it? Or was? I don't know if they still own it. All right, Uncle Tony. Are your cousins still on Michelangelo Street, North End, the Peps? Yeah, they're still around there. Yep. The Peps are still around there. All right, we're getting close to the end. All right. Albona 3000. In the 90s, I used to pick up 60-pound hockey bags full of kind bud off an 18-wheeler. Did that come from the Hells Angels? I always wonder where it came from. I don't know who you were picking it up from. We were taking it up too, but I don't know. I don't know where that came up from. I'm sure the Hells Angels were moving weed, and one time they asked us to get them that the Met. We didn't do it though. We remember the good things. The town, yeah, Tim. Bobby, have you ever seen Fortunate Room by Mario Puzo? It goes way back in the days about the Italians. It's a good watch. Might bring some memories back. I'm gonna look for that now. Let me write that. Where's that pen? Hold on a minute. Because I'll forget this. I'll look for that. Yeah, to the town. Yep. I'll tell you, anything that Ben Affleck makes, or any of them, I watch. Mark Wahlberg, whatever any of these guys do, I watch because they're Boston guys. Big G, Bobby, did you do any work in Medford, Massachusetts construction back in the day? In work with Paul F. What did I do on Medford? I've done some work in Medford. Some roofs and stuff I've done over there. Well, Charlie Donovan's house, Big Blue on Mitchell Ave. I built the additions over there. I did that. I did some work in Medford. I don't remember, G. You don't remember. Hi, Sherry. I encourage you guys to our Bobby's ministry on Sunday night if you want to learn the Bible. As a Catholic myself, Italian, we never read the Bible. I'm learning so much from Bobby. I love it. Try it. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. She's great, I'll tell you. Okay. Philly family had the Met hookup. I thought, well, that's where I asked. They knew I was going down there, so I asked, But they said no go because Georgie was not into drugs. Whatever they were doing, they did. Actually, Ralph was doing that, Natali, with his son-in-law. Amen 05. Bobby, God bless you. Did Martin Scorsese know any May guys? I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I got to be honest with you. I really don't know that. Ozzy, the town, that's William. Oh, that's William. Wow, this is jumping all over the place. Wait a minute. Hold on. I hope Bobby can interview him someday. I got to write that down too. That's who they did it about. keep the pen open. Hi, Joanna. Greetings, Bobby. You said you were getting grief from Hell's Angels. How would you all know? I didn't say I was getting grief. I wasn't getting it from them. Not me. You said you were getting grief from Hell's Angels. How would you all know y'all could trust them or know they're not informants? No, I didn't get anything from the Hell's Angels. Someone else was saying that. I said they might have been moving it. I was getting it right from Arizona. We had a connection down there through a friend. No, I wasn't friends with Nikki the Crow. Nope. Did you have a social club in the North End where you guys all got together? My social club was in East Boston. We did open one for a short time in the North End. We had a card game in there, but it was really just all my clubs were just for gambling. Never really, socializing them that much. We hung in other people's clubs. Gunsmoke the Dawn. What's up, brother? Bobby, keep up the good work and please pray for me. I will. Bo. I promise. All right. I hate most Boston movies. They're always make it seem like there's only white guys with thick Boston accents here. I know you're right. Yeah, they do. A lot of it's just about the Irish guys, but there's a lot more to Boston than that. Theodore. Mr. Bobby, you favor Vincent Pasteur? Who was that? That's an actor? Yeah, I think he's an actor, right? Hi, Sherry. Bobby, I heard A-Light say he smacked up Alley Boy in the yard. I thought you didn't touch a main man. Is it true? Or does the rules not apply in jail? Just curious. The rules apply in jail. Okay, I don't know anything about that, and I'm not going to comment on it. But I wouldn't. If I did do something like that, I was a main guy, and I wouldn't do that. So that's all I'm saying, Sherry. No, I didn't know Alley Boy. No. The Hells Angels leader at one time was Italian. You can't remember his name. In the Salem Club, was he Italian? I don't remember. Gunsmoke. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, brother. God bless you. Well, we hit the questions. We only got 12 minutes left. Oh, we got another one. Chuck Ziti. They're talking amongst themselves. All right. Sean Miller. Bobby, back in the day, were the KZ guys not allowed in Philly and Boston after making Scaffa Jr.? Well, I'm sure that I know the Philly guys weren't crazy about that. And this friggin' Vic was trying to get in here. And he tried to get me whacked. I didn't want to talk about him. And no. There were messages sent back from Philly and Boston to them. Okay, Big G, thank you, bro. Let me see. Here we go. Great Wednesday night. Thank you, Big G. All right, Jones Harold. All right, let's go here. Was there any strong African-American organized crime in Boston? Maybe did business with LCN members? Number rackets, maybe? Yes, they did, and years ago. You're going way back now. Not in my day, but you're going back. Yeah. You got to remember, there are a lot of good black gangsters. I mean, Mr. Bobby, I give it to all the prophets of the Bible, but Paul is my guy. Yeah, Paul was great. Come on, look, he wrote 2/3 of the New Testament. Paul was the man. All right, Michael Hill. Which mobster you knew had the best hands for fighting or boxing? That's hard to say because there was a lot of tough guys around me that I know. So that's really hard to say. That's a good question, Mike. All right, Steve Lamore, God bless you. All right. God bless, brother, at the Peak Comedy Capos in Made Men Wear, Boston. God bless, brother, at the Peak Comedy Capos in Made Men. We're in Boston. Yeah. Yeah. What kind of kick up did Philly want from you guys? Was it a lot? It was a good amount. Nothing compared to what I was making, though. Believe me that. Hi, Mark. You could have got some in Chelsea, Mass. Whole for your life, F them, all whom ever did like the accent. The Hells Angels, are they from Chelsea? I forget. Amnesia, la for la, Mark. The Hells Angels I knew back in the day were in Salem, and there was a chapter in Cape Cod. All right, Heyman, this community is great. I don't hang out with many people. You all are family to me. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Bellinopoli Batcave, the movie In Too Deep is based on Daryl Whiting from Dorchester. In Too Deep. And on who? Daryl Whiting. Oh yeah. Pussy. That's what okay. Yeah, I liked him. I did. I thought he did great in that. All right, Gianni. Seems like Merlino and them would be good guys to hang out with. They were. God bless, brother. I'm out of all wrong at the peak. How many couples made men were in Boston? God bless, brother. That came out all wrong at the peak. How many couples and made men were in Boston? Oh, wow. You mean at the peak of the mob, Stephen, back in the day? The whole Patriarcha family from Boston, Rhode Island, there was only 40 to 50 made guys. There weren't that many couples, but I knew of several of them. Sammy Granito, Larry Bione, Danny Angiulo was a capo. There were several of them. There weren't that many. There weren't that many couples. All right. Michael Hill. Good night, everyone, and thanks for the episode. Thank you, Michael, for being here. Big G, familiar. Big G, my brother. Okay, I'm gonna play this commercial one last time. All right, let me put that up there. All right, Mark. What's the Sean Miller? All right. I was just about to mention Daryl, aka Godfather. He controlled my neighborhood in Boston before I was born. No, I don't know. Get in touch with me, Sean, and we'll talk about that. All right, good night. Buonanotte. Share and like. Thank you. Thank you, Ozzy. All right, we're going to go to commercial to our new sponsor, the Beer Boost. And I'm going to say good night to everybody. You hear my voice, I got to go. I love you. Thank you.